This is a good topic. NFL running backs who won the MVP. And obviously, Damian Tomlinson, Adrian Peterson come to mind. Emmitt Smith, Thurman Thomas, Barry Sanders. But Barry had to co-share it with Brett Favre. Marcus Allen, Walter Payton, Earl Campbell. When Thurman Thomas had that great year back in the day. Shaun Alexander. Probably the oddest name you're going to hear, and especially when you think about Seattle running backs, he's not the first one that comes to mind, because you think about oh, Kurt Warren. You remember at early '80s with the Seahawks, Chris Warren, and then you think about beast mode. But Shaun Alexander was the MVP, the running back. And then we're going to go back to Jim Brown's dominance, Paul Hornung, Jim Taylor, and of course O.J. Simpson. And you think about running backs. And so, and I mentioned Marcus Allen, it's pretty much a who's who. Running backs that were elite, that shine. Now, amazingly, Eric Dickerson for his 2,000 yard didn't get it. And I think it went to Dan Marino. So that was kind of that's one of the ones that'll go, woo, It's an interesting situation when you think about it because running backs are such an integral part at that time. Now, by the time this comes out, Saquon Barkley may or may not have gotten it, but he would only be joining those. But remember, the last one was AP. It's been some years ago. The running backs aren't in the argument no more. It's been a quarterback-driven league. There was a time when running backs had more of a say. I think if you go from the '60s till about the late '80s, it was still running backs were getting more of the shine. Quarterbacks are always the money sweet spot, but the running backs had a chance. But this is interesting because obviously, when you go from Jim Brown, O.J., Walter Payton, Earl Campbell, Marcus Allen, Thurman Thomas, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, you're talking about some of the top tier, some top tier. And so it takes a special type of, player to have an incredible year to get it. But it got me thinking about NFL running backs and being MVPs now, Now, the time this comes out, if Saquon wins it, congratulations. If he don't, he'll be kind of like in the Eric Dickerson boat, But again, it's such a quarterback-driven league that you're almost, it's so crazy that what you got to do. Because getting 2,000 yards, well, Terrell Davis, Barry Sanders, O.J. Simpson. That's it as far as getting unless Saquon gets it. So if Saquon gets it, congratulations. If he don't, he's in the Eric Dickerson class. That doesn't guarantee that you'll get it. They have a different criteria for running backs. And it's kind of strange, because again, everything is so geared towards quarterbacks. But Emmitt Smith was one that did it. Him and Thurman Thompson, Barry Sanders, who were three of the greatest backs of their era, So it's interesting that how that worked out. I don't think you really, unless you go back and you think to the Sanders with O.J. and Walter Payton, but in Earl Campbell, but that was more. Juice and Payton were closer than the Juice and Earl Campbell as far as when they played. So it's just real interesting. But LaDainian Thomas and Adrian Peterson were in close proximity, tailgating towards Marshall Fox, and then when they got in. So it's interesting where where you come down with this and how you feel about. But then tell me who you think running backs who should have gotten an MVP if they didn't get it, who should have had multiple. And do you think running backs don't get a fair shake as far as MVP? Let me know below in the comments. And I still don't think Barry Sanders should have had to share with Brett Favre. I've always had a problem with that one. But anyway, please like, subscribe, work on thoughts, comments. And I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like and hit the memberships. Because when you do requests like this come true, stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out. Peace.